Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills, there lived a young girl named Riya. She was known for her fiery spirit and quick temper. Whenever something didn't go her way, she would react instantly, frustrated and angry, without thinking about the consequences. Her impatience often led her into trouble, and people in the village advised her to learn patience. But Riya didn't listen. One summer, the village faced a terrible drought. The rivers dried up, and the fields were barren. Everyone was worried about how they would survive without enough water for their crops. Riya, feeling the weight of the situation, grew even more anxious. She wanted a solution now, but nothing seemed to work. One day, while walking near the edge of the forest, Riya saw an old man sitting by a tree. His face was calm, and he sat with his eyes closed as if he was at peace despite the village's troubles. Curious, Riya approached him. "How can you be so calm in a time like this?" she asked, frustrated by his serene expression. The old man opened his eyes and smiled. "Come sit with me, child," he said gently. "I want to tell you a story." Intrigued, Riya sat beside him. The old man began. "Many years ago, there was a young tree that grew on this very hill. It was tall, strong, but impatient. Whenever the wind blew, the tree would resist, fighting against it with all its strength. 'Why must the wind come and bother me?' the tree would say. 'I don't want to bend or sway.' And so, every time the wind blew, the tree fought harder and harder, its branches cracking under the strain. One day, a mighty storm came. The wind howled fiercely, and the tree, in its stubbornness, refused to bend. It stood straight, proud, and defiant. But as the storm raged on, the tree could no longer hold on. Its branches snapped, and it fell, uprooted by the very wind it fought against. Not far from the tree, there was a field of grass. The grass, unlike the tree, bent gently with the wind. It swayed and moved, letting the wind pass through it. When the storm ended, the grass stood tall and unharmed, while the mighty tree lay fallen. Riya listened carefully, understanding the lesson hidden in the story. "The wind, like life, will come and test us," the old man continued. "It's not by resisting or fighting that we find strength, but by being calm and patient, letting things pass in their own time. You cannot force the rains to come, but you can prepare yourself with patience and wait." Just as the grass survives the storm by bending, so too can you survive life's challenges by being calm and patient. Riya sat in silence for a moment. She realized that her impatience and anger were like the tree fighting against the wind, and if she didn't learn to be patient, she too might break under the pressure.